Talk with Stan Stevens and girls softball head coach Philip Carr, heard before Lady Tiger softball. Now, Tiger Talk on KSMO Media.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Philip Carr, coach of Salem Tigers on their home turf. Had a good game against the Dixon Lady Bulldogs as they came to town. Took advantage of errors, some big two-out hits, the long ball, extra base hits. Coach, almost like a dream for a coach to see the Lady Tigers react coming off the tournament and taking a big home win at home.
Yeah, that was a good win for us. Dixon had beat some teams that had put it on us earlier, and I know that we knew that they had a pitcher that could throw pretty good, and she had a riser that where she's always nipping at the top of the strike zone, and I we were chasing it early a lot, but I think our girls did a good job of adjusting and finally laying off of it a whole lot more, and then they helped us a little bit, with some mistakes that they made, and then but we had some two-out hits, and as you know, in this sport, two-out hits are oftentimes a determining factor in a win or loss, and it's like we talked about that. We got Bella back yesterday, and I mentioned in yesterday's Tiger Talk that a lot of times just knowing that your defense is going to be improved, mentally helps all the players. Mm-hmm. And then, Bella made some nice defensive plays for us that, in all honesty, no offense to Andrea, who's been playing center, Andrea just would not have got to him. So it does make a big difference when, you have, your best outfielder in center field, and they hit a couple deep balls, and the one that she collided with Kennedy Chapman but held on to it. Those are extra base hits and probably runs and a momentum swing towards Dixon.
When you think about that play, actually, that you're talking about, when Bella went into left center field, made that play in the top of the second inning, boy, just took all the momentum, right? And that was the last out of the inning. The girls come in, and you're nobody on, two down, and next thing you know, you've got in a second inning, opportunity to score on a fly ball to left field, hit by Bella, as a matter of fact, and the left fielder drops the ball with 2 outs, 2-run score. Then Manthe gets that single up the middle, make it 3, and then Bowers hits the 2-run homer. Coach, all with 2 out, and all resulting from 1 error, but there were actually 2 errors in that inning.
Yeah, and that's just this game. It'll drive you. I'm sure their coach is looking back at that game and how I was looking at several of ours here lately, and just like, if we just made the routine play, mm-hmm. We're in the game and got an opportunity to win. And I've said that a lot lately. When you coach high school sports, no matter what sport it is, you want your kids just to be solid. And I found in my career that's the winning solution: is to be solid, fundamentally sound, and make the routine play. Most of the time you're not so blessed to have athletes that can make the superstar play. So I preach it all the time, and if had that girl caught that fly ball, they'd have been out of the inning. But to our girls' credit, that we took advantage of their mistake.
When you look back at another mistake that they made, 2 innings later, Lady Tigers were given a second chance with 2 outs again on a ground ball right back to the pitcher. We talk about making contact, Coach, and you had 12 strikeouts in the game, so that the Ryan girl could throw, but she got the tap right back to her, went to second base, but threw it too short. Gave the Tigers an opportunity, and the Tigers capitalized again in that next inning, all because the pitcher made a mistake. Could have thrown to first and retired to side, but she went to second, forced the shortstop off the bag, and the Tigers took advantage of it. Coach, we talk about it all the time. Simple plays just make the easy play like you're talking about. You're out of the inning. Instead, she complicated things.
Right, and, you never know what kids are going to do, but, I say a lot of that is, in my career is kids just getting caught not mentally in the ball game. If you're mentally in the game, that all you got to do is go to first base and get out of the inning.
Mm-hmm.
And you wouldn't even be thinking about turning a double play if you knew there was already 2 outs. And apparently, their pitcher, probably thought there was less than 2 outs, which is, it's really on her. And, then later in the game, we kind of did that in the latter part of the inning. Mike was struggling a little bit, and I went out and I said, hey, when we got an 8-1 lead, we'll trade a run for an out any day. And then they kind of hit a bleeder to Andrea, and Andrea tried to tag the runner. And the fact that she tried to tag the runner, then she was late getting it to first, and they were safe. And Andrea knows that she should have not even thought about tagging the runner at second, just getting out. And, that late in the game, you just got to get outs. And so, that's just it's something that, I'm sure their pitcher will learn from it. And I know that Andrea, she learned from last night, and that's all part of growing up and coaching and teaching them the game.
One of the things, as you were mentioning earlier in our Tiger Talk, Coach, is that even with the Ryan girl throwing as hard as she did, the Tigers were very patient, and she ended up walking 4. And, we mentioned 12 strikeouts, but she did walk 4, and she was like searching for that home plate a couple of times. And when she did, sometimes she came back with maybe that off-speed pitch right down the middle, and it seemed like our girls, especially Manthe and Bowers, were ready for it and drilled them both times. And, you got to like to see that when the pitcher's struggling and our girls start looking for a pitch in a location to drive, not just to make contact, but to drive. Good to see our girls getting on top of that ball and really smoking it and putting more pressure on the defense.
Yeah, it was, and there's no reason to have defensive swings at first 2 cuts, and that's something that sometimes our girls get off balance. Sometimes if you got on your mind as a hitter, hey, I'm going after this one before you even see it leave their hand. You're not really hitting very intelligently, and we've had a little bit of that going on, and I think that it was. Once we figured out that, she really started getting into a pattern, and I told our girls that, she was throwing a fastball to get ahead, and then she would throw rise balls right after that. Then once the count became in the hitter's favor, she'd go back to throwing the flat fastball and not the riser. And so, I think that as the game got on and we figured out some things, our girls changed their mental approach a little bit, and they knew more what to expect after we'd talked about it.
You look at Bowers, 2-run homer for a classic example of what you're talking about. Ryan got behind 3-1 on Bowers, and Bowers was looking for the pitch that she wanted to drive and got it, and then was able to actually hit the very top of the fence and get that ball to go over for the home run. But Coach, you have to we have to always compliment the players when they do the right thing like that, because Ashton was looking for a pitch, particular location, then made contact, drove that ball. But the neat thing that I thought about it was she came up the next time and did exactly the same thing and got a double. So you got to really think our girls are learning as the season goes on, and that's exactly what this is all about. You're leading up to district play. You need to start seeing those things right now out of your girls.
Yeah, and then I've been trying to preach to them that, if I'm going to lose in the sport, regardless of what sport, I'm going to go down swinging. And I've just been really trying to get our girls to be more aggressive, and I just felt like for so long we've got too many hitters that they're looking for a walk.
Right.
They're not looking to get a hit, and that's definitely not what I want, and that's definitely not the right frame of mind to be in. I've seen our girls, too many of our girls, take 3-1 strikes tons of times this year, and that tells me that they're hoping they get a walk. I mean, if you want to hit the ball and you have a 3-1 count as a hitter, you're thinking dead red, and if it's there, I'm busting it. I'm driving in some runs, and that's the fun part of the game. But there for so long, I could tell our girls were in the frame of mind that I'm just I'm gonna take, and I think this girl will walk me. I don't think she can throw me 2 strikes in a row, and then end up go down looking or swinging at something horrible on a 3-2 count. But as we get closer to district here, and as you know, softball's so compact, it's here in a few weeks,
right,
that we got to swing the bat. And we had a couple girls last night that went down looking, and I've not been so nice to them here lately when they go down looking, because to me if sometimes a pitcher throws you something that's just totally fools you, I get it, but we've had way too many K lookings this year, and I want them swinging the bats, and you can't increase your RBIs. You can't move runners. You can't do anything if you're going to stand there and not swing.
Well, we already talked about it, though. As the Tigers put the ball in play, and you got assistance from the Dixon fielders throughout the entire game with 4 errors to their credit. There could have been a couple other ones charged. The Tigers took advantage of it, but you don't take advantage of it by standing there waiting for a walk. You got to put the ball in play to create those opportunities, don't you?
Absolutely, and I was really upset there when we had runners on second and third there in the first, and then we strike out twice, and it's about getting the ball in play. Those things come back to bite you in close ball games, and back in our day they called it choke and poke, but the whole era has changed. That even Major League Baseball, it's about the long ball. It's about swinging as hard as you can. It's about not changing. Nobody changes their swing anymore, and that's why I want to credit Kristen Howe while I'm talking about it. I told her to choke up with 2 strikes, and although she slapped a weak ground ball to the second baseman and was out, that's what we need to be happening when there's a runner on third.
Mm-hmm.
So, hopefully some people paid attention to that, and we can start putting in play in a critical moment more often.
You get another chance today against the Willow Springs Lady Bears coming to town. And, Coach, when you look at Willow Springs, this is a pretty good lady softball team, isn't it?
It is, and, they played pretty young last year, so they got most of their kids back this year, and they have more back than we have back. And we're just going to have to, play solid defense. I felt like yesterday we were pretty solid, and, hopefully we put the ball in play. We don't strike out 12 times. That's too many times. And now that we've won 2 games in a row, and I thought we played fairly well yesterday, that, maybe we'll get on a roll here, but in this sport, you're only you can't. You're only as good as your last day, so to speak.
Right.
I mean, you just you got to forget about it, and every game's a new game, because this is a sport that when you start thinking, hey, we're on a roll, you lose a little focus. You lose. You go 3 for 3, and you think you're all that as a hitter, and then you go for 3 and 3 strikeout. This is the way the sport is. We have to just focus on playing solid and doing a better job of putting the ball in play, and our pitcher continue to hit spots and get people out.
All right, Coach. Well, the best of luck today against the Lady Bears of Willow Springs. Good luck, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Stay tuned. Lady Tiger softball. It's next.
Thank you for joining us for Tiger Talk with Stan Stevens and girls softball head coach Philip Carr. Now stay tuned for Lady Tiger softball coming up next.
Perfect. The color, the flowers. The whole place looks amazing. I love it.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you.
Thank you.
There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Live on Twitch, streaming on YouTube, posting on Facebook. It's KSMO. This broadcast of Salem Tiger Softball is being brought to you by our proud sponsors that include the Salem Memorial District Hospital, K&H Auto Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader Agent, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, American Family Insurance, Calvin Malone Agent, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Town and Country Insurance, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Healthy Dent County, Southtown Furniture, and State Farm Insurance, Cameron Irway Agent. Thanks to these sponsors, it's now time for Salem Tiger Sports, right here on KSMO.
To the Salem City Park for our Salem Lady Tiger Softball. Game 2 of 3 this week that we'll be broadcasting. We'll be back again on Thursday when they take on the Owensville Lady Dutchmen or Dutch Girls, if you prefer. And that will be at 4:30 again on Thursday. But right now, it's the Willow Springs Lady Bears there in town. Now, this will be a varsity-only game, so if you plan on coming out to the ballpark, you're only going to get a chance to see this game today as their JV was infected with the COVID virus. They had a girl test positive, and so their JV team has been left behind. So today is the pink-out day for the Salem Lady Tigers, and so they will be honoring those cancer survivors or those who they're playing for today, or those who they have passed and fought the long battle. And again, that will be when our Lady Tigers are introduced. They will introduce the entire team today. For the Lady Bears of Willow Springs, they are going to have Anna Ming in center field. She'll be leading it off, and she'll be followed by Chloe Chafin. She'll be in left field batting second. Riley Scarborough will be at the shortstop. She'll be batting third. Elisha Tinsley will be doing the catching today, batting in the cleanup spot. Madeline Fair will be at first base, batting fifth. Dakota Tucker will be the designated player, batting in the sixth slot. Emma Roberts at third base will be batting seventh. Emma Spence will be on the mound, pitching for the Lady Bears, and she'll be in the eighth slot. And Stacy Johnson will be playing second base and batting ninth. In right field today will be Madison Bay. She'll be the flex player for the Lady Bears of Willow Springs. They're in their gray pants with the burgundy socks, the burgundy striped jerseys with gray striping, and then the white numbers on the burgundy striped shirts. For our Salem Lady Tigers, as we mentioned, it's pink out day, so all the socks of the Lady Tigers today will be up, and they will be pink. And that's for all of our Lady Tigers. Otherwise, it's the navy blue pants with the Carolina blue pinstripe down the side. Also, they have the navy blue jersey with the Carolina blue shoulder caps and numbers for today's game. For the Salem Lady Tigers, their starting lineup will include Denise Stoner doing the catching today. Micah Bobbitt will be on the hill. And then also at first base, it will be Brooke McHuron. At second base, Andrea Bray. Savannah Manthe will be back at third base today. And doing the shortstop work will be Ashton Bowers. On in right field, Kristen Howell. In left, Kennedy Chapman. And Bella Jadwin will be back out at center field, where she made a couple of outstanding plays yesterday, especially early on in the game. A couple of good catches. One going deep, almost up against the fence, to take an extra base hit away from, I believe that was Ryan, the pitcher, Maddie Ryan, that she stole that extra base hit from out in left center before colliding with Kennedy Chapman. Both girls were okay. Willow Springs comes in with a 9-9 record. Salem Tigers are 6-9 coming into the game today, or 5-9, excuse me, going for a 6-9 record. So the Lady Tigers looking to come back to that 500 mark. They had that 7-game losing streak after getting, of course, quarantined with COVID. They are 3-1 on the year, went on that 7-game losing streak. and then went to 3-8, and then lost their first game, St. James tournament, to go to 3-9, and then they have won their last 2 games, so they're 5-9 coming into this one today. Don't forget, following this game, which will be on our KSMO YouTube page, and also our YouTube page and our KSMO Facebook page called KSMO Stream. Be able to watch this game there, not on the Twitch channel today, as we're reserving that channel for Lady Tiger Volleyball, which will follow this game from the Salem High School gym. So Twitch will be on our KSMOradio.com site. Will be Lady Tiger Volleyball. We'll get up there, try and get up there around 6:45, 6:50. And then this game will be on our KSMO Stream Facebook page and our YouTube page, as well as on KSMO. Now, also on the radio side, we got Cardinal Baseball coming your way, and that will have happen right after Lady Tiger Softball right here on KSMO Radio. We'll join that broadcast in progress. So here at the Salem City Park, both teams have been introduced. We're getting ready for the national anthem to come your way next, and we will take a 90-second break and come back. This is Lady Tiger Softball. You're listening to it on KSMO Radio and watching it on KSMO Media.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances, quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
As we return to the Salem City Park, what an afternoon. Winds are kindly blowing in just slightly from the southeast, so it's coming in directly at the home plate area. Not much of a wind, maybe 5-6 miles an hour, getting as high as 8 or so. Nothing but sunshine besides that, but just a few itty-bitty fluffy clouds off to the east. Pretty nice day overall, I'm telling you. Hopefully you got a chance to enjoy this day. Not going to be a lot more like this during the fall season. This is a beauty. So enjoy it outside today with your Lady Tigers here at the Salem City Park. To lead it off, it'll be Anna Ming. She'll be ready to go here in just a moment as the Tigers are throwing around, taking their final warm-up tosses. And then she'll be followed by Chloe Chafin and Riley Scarborough here in the top of this first inning. Willow Springs and Salem next year. This will be an SCA conference game. Now remember, Salem and Willow Springs, the only two SCA schools still playing in the fall. They will be moving to the spring, both of them, next year in the spring, and we will have, again, an SCA conference in softball, and that hasn't been around for quite some time now since the team started shifting around to the spring. So, again, no Salem Tiger fall softball, spring softball after this year. So they will have a spring team this year, and then next year just a spring team next school year. Okay? All right, Anna Ming to lead things off here against Micah Bobbitt. And the first pitch coming home on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon is high ball one. Ming playing center field today, batting from the right side, gets back in. Asks the umpire for a little time, gets in the box, even with the plate. And very close to the plate, takes it high ball two. Bobbitt pitched very well yesterday until the late inning, actually basically the 7th inning, which kind of ran out of gas. Started walking some people and a couple of runs given up. There's a strike on the outside corner. 2-Ming. Tigers have Manthe playing in at third base, about 3 steps. At first base, playing a little bit deeper is Mahurin, and a little pop fly down the line, and Bowers makes the catch. Ball hung up just a little bit. Ashton outran the ball and caught it right down the third base line. Not sure it would have been fair, but too close to call. Nice job by Bowers to get over there and yell at Manthe that she had it to avoid any collision. Chavin will stand in. Left fielder for the Bears. She'll bat from the right side. First pitch from Bobbitt. That's high. Straight away in the outfield. And pretty much on the infield right now for Chloe Chafin. Bobbitt ready, brings it home. That's high again, 2-0. Manthe playing right down the line at third base. And a couple of strides in front of it. The 2-0 coming home. Swing and a foul tip and got the umpire's mask. That shifted it right on top of his head. He seems to be okay as coach comes down and makes sure he's all right. 2-1, 1 down. We are in the top of the first inning. Willow Springs and the Salem Tigers. Bobbitt shakes off Stoner. Gets the sign she wants. Brings it home and a pop-up on the infield. Bowers calls for it and makes the catch. Chafin got a pitch up, tried to get on top of it, instead popped it straight up to almost the second base bag. And Riley Scarborough will stand in. Scarborough playing shortstop today. In the front part of that batter's box, she waits. Has a little bit of an open stance, swings and misses on that off-speed pitch. 0-1. We're in the top of the first inning, no score, 2 down. Salem City Park, glad to have you aboard on KSMO Media. That pitch is in the dirt. Nice scoop by Stoner. Great afternoon for a little baseball. Bobbitt looks in, the sign. The pitch, wants to bunt, bunts right in front of the plate. Bobbitt gets it, throw to first is out. A bang-bang play. And the stretch and the out. Long stretch by Brooke Mahurin. And the umpire called Riley Scarborough out at first base. And the play went 1-3 on the putout. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We have now played a half an inning as the Salem Tigers come to bat. It's no score. Back in 1 minute. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
For surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Salem Memorial District Hospital is a full-service hospital that features a 24/7 emergency room and a family clinic with several providers for all of your primary care needs. The Salem Hospital has been diligently addressing community needs by expanding their physical and occupational therapy facility and adding a new state-of-the-art 3D mammography machine, as well as a sleep disorder center. Salem Memorial District Hospital, your first choice for local, high-quality health care at an affordable price. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
As we return from the bottom of the first inning, to the mound will go Emma Spence. She'll be caught there by Idleisha Tinsley. At first base, it's Madeline Fair. Second base, Stacy Johnson. At third base, Emma Roberts. At shortstop, Riley Scarborough. In center, Chloe Chafin. In right field, Madison Bay. And in center, it's Anna Mingy. I'll make sure. All right, we're about ready to get this bottom of the first underway. Denise Stoner is ready to lead off the inning. Bella Jadwin will be in center field. She'll be batting second, and Savannah Manthe at third base will be batting third. If anybody gets on, it'll be Ashton Bowers. So Emma Spence, a right-hander, brings it in. A lot of spin on that ball. We'll see how the Tigers fare.
Leading off this evening for the Salem Lady Tigers, pitcher number 3, Denise.
It's Jake Reardon heading down to first base. Coach for the Salem Tigers, and caught a comment that Darcy was having with one of the girls about Jake's shoes. Like, he really loves his shoes. I think, okay, Jake's cool. I like him. But Jake's not here. Only Darcy down at first base. She's coaching. The first pitch comes inside. Coach Philip Carr is down at third base for the Salem Lady Tigers. Stoner takes it inside, ball one. Waiting on that next pitch coming in from Emma Spence. It's on its way. Here it is. There's a line drive right to the first baseman, but too short and kept tailing away from her, foul. That ball had a lot of spin on it and just buzzed away from Madeline Fair at first base. Ball just kept spinning and spinning and spinning and turning and dropped foul. 1-1 to count. Leadoff batter Denise Stoner waits the pitch. There's a ground ball towards short. Taken there by Scarborough. The throw over high, gets away, and back to first base goes Stoner. Throw is a little bit high and over the first baseman's mitt. Fair couldn't jump up and get it, so Stoner reaches on the air, E6. And Bella Jadwin will stand in. Jadwin yesterday had a little pop fly on the third base line that was dropped and allowed 2 runs to score, and that really opened the door for the Lady Tigers. They got 5 runs in that second inning. Jadwin pulls the bat back, throw to second base. Is not in time, goes into center field. Stoner instead backs back up. Ball went into center field. Coming in to field it was Anna Mingy, but no advancement by Stoner. She's down at second base on the fake bunt by Bella Jadwin. Pulled it back 1-0. Cheating in at third base right now for the Bears is Roberts. The pitch to Jadwin, that's low and away outside. And Stoner able to get a pretty good run off second base. Scarborough cheating a little bit toward the third base side. That pitch is right down the middle. Stoner keeps daring the left-handed catcher, Elisha Tinsley, to throw that ball down. Stacy Johnson at second, trying to keep Stoner close. The pitch, that's a strike, and it's quickly 2-2. Bella thought that was high. Umpire gave the pitcher, Spence, the call. So now Jadwin has to defend the plate. She's right on top of that on the left-handed side. The pitch, there's a little pop fly in the left field. Fighting off the sun, going back. It's over the head of the left fielder. And Stoner makes the turn, and she'll hold at third base on the double by Bella Jadwin. Jadwin hit it high, and the ball just kept carrying. And Chloe Chafin out in left field thought she had it measured, looked up, kind of maybe got a little bit of sun, and the ball went over her head for a double. It's second and third. Nobody out for Savannah Manthe. Manthe had a couple of hits yesterday. They play her to pull, leave right center and the right field line. The pitch comes home. That's in for a strike on the inside corner. Stoner at third base. Jadwin at second. No score in this one. 1 strike to Savannah Manthe. Nobody out. No score so far as the pitch comes home. That's high. Emma Spence gets the ball back, steps to the backside of the pitching circle, comes up, touches that pitching rubber and brings it home. And there's a ground ball base hit left field. 1 run is in. And pulling up is Jadwin at third base. Manthe creamed that ball through the first hole on that left side, as cheating in a little bit was Roberts, but that ball went right by Scarborough. An RBI single for Savannah Manthe. And it's 1-0 Lady Tigers. Jadwin pulling up at third base. So an error on the shortstop, a double by Jadwin, a base hit by Manthe, and Bowers will stand in with a run in, nobody out, runners at first and third, and I'll almost venture you, Salem may try to steal that bag down there at second base. Bowers, who has some power, hit a home run yesterday off the top of the fence, and a double in the left center will stand in. This is a whole team meeting on the mound. I'm not sure I've ever seen that, where every girl comes in and gets into the meeting. I don't think I've ever seen that. Not after a visit to the mound. But I'm always into new things. So Bowers will stand in. 1-0 Salem. Spence ready, brings it to Bowers. Here it comes. It's in the dirt and going down to second base. Here's Manthe easy, and all of a sudden, Tigers got Jadwin caught in a rundown, and batter coming back home. As they come home, moving down is Jadwin, and a little interference right there. Jadwin keeps trying to go home, and now going all the way to third base will be Manthe, and now she's out, and she can retreat. Bella Jadwin got herself in a pickle for no reason. But there should have been some interference. I know Coach Carr is asking for it, as Jadwin had to get out of the baseline to avoid hitting a player. She should have just ran into her. Your cry for interference there might have been more potent, but no call as such. So Jadwin is picked off of third base, runner at second now. And Manthe had gotten to third base and then went back to second when Bella was trying to go back into third base. Pitch to Bowers. That's high and away. So the Tigers run into an out. Bella was not but about 3 feet off the third base bag. Why she came toward home when she threw down there, don't know. One out now. The pitch, a little pop fly to right center field. That's driven out far enough for Manthe to tag, and she does not tag and does not advance. Bowers hit that ball in the right center. And the catch made out there by Madison Bay, but Manthe did not advance. One of the things always taught in baseball in the warm-up, watch the arms of the outfielders. And there was not one out there, Willow Springs, that I would not have tagged and advanced on. However, Manthe did not. She's still at second base, now 2 down. Andrea Bray standing in, takes a strike. So a couple of base running mistakes here early for Salem. They have a 1-0 lead, but it could be more. The pitch way high on a straight change. 1-1. They play Bray 2-pull. They give her right center field. Bay kind of straight away right field. A pitch to ground ball in the hole, and that's through for a base hit. Here comes Manthe. She's going to try and score. The throw coming home, and she is out. Chloe Chavin put the throw right on home plate on the base hit by Bray. And the Tigers lose that run and lost 2 runners on the base pass in the inning as Manthe gunned down trying to come home 7-2. 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 girl left. We've now played 1 full inning. It's the Salem Tigers 1 and Willow Springs nothing. Back in a minute. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
There's end of summer savings at K&H Supply in Salem. Get Turtle Wax Ceramic Wash and Wax or Ceramic Spray Coating, $13.99 each. Rain-X 2-in-1 Glass Cleaner for $4.99 and Purple Power Hand Cleaner for $2.99. K&H Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
Elisha Tinsley will stand in, a bat left-handed off of Bobbitt. Micah set down the Lady Bears in order. Right on top of that plate is Tinsley. As Bobbitt brings it in, the fastball is high and away, ball one. You almost have to throw it right at the batter's hands as they're actually over the plate in fair territory. So that's the place you want to pitch. There's a high pop fly, very high pop fly. Bray calls for it, makes the catch. Tinsley got underneath that one and popped out. And Madeline Farrell stand in. Farrell bat from the left side as well. One down here in the second inning. Wind now moving a little bit toward left field, but not a big breeze today, about 3 to 6 miles an hour. There's a fly ball in the center field. On the run is Jadwin, and she's there to make the catch. 2 down quickly here in the second inning, and Dakota Tucker, the designated player, will stand in.
Dakota Tucker.
Tucker also batting from the left side. Looking for her coach to give her some kind of semblance of a sign. Right on top of that plate as well. Up in the front part of that batter's box. Takes one up and in. Dakota is what they call the designated player. Will only hit. Stands at the front part of that batter's box and right almost on the chalk line. The pitch. There's a foul towards the coach and a kick save, I think, by Coach Reardon down there on the far side of the dugout. One and one to count. We are in the second inning. 1-0 Salem. 2 down here, top of the second. Pitch from Micah Bobbitt. That's a strike with a fastball right down the middle. Tucker looked like she was taking all the way. So quickly 1-2. She spins that ball ready, brings it home. Low and outside. 2-2. Dakota Tucker back in the batter's box. She wiggles that bat, waits, and fouls it down the left field line and into the pavilion and out of the pavilion and down towards the creek. Still 2-2, 2 down. Bobbin ready, here comes, and it's right over the back of her head. Trying to come up and in, but that one kind of went right behind her helmet. Almost got her ponytail. As Tucker gets back in. She waits. The 3-2 pitch comes home. Outside low, ball 4. Had her 1-2. And then 3 bad ones, and Emma Roberts will stand in. 1-0 Salem. And Tucker came back from that count in a deficit to earn the walk. Pitch coming to Roberts. That's a strike on the outside corner. Emma Roberts playing third base today. Gets back in from the right side. Chokes up a little bit on that bat. Pitch from Bobbitt. That's high. 1-1. Micah Bobbitt ready to throw the next one, and Roberts getting some coaching from their head coach. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss on one up in their eyes. 1-2 the count. In the second inning, it'll be Kristen Howell, Kayla Howard, and Brooke Mahurin. So pitch comes home, high again, 2-2. Micah's ready. Brings home the next one. A swing and a miss. She struck her out. Took a little something off that one and gets her first strikeout of the day. No runs, no hits, a walk, one left. We've now played an inning and a half. We go to the bottom of the second inning with the Salem Lady Tigers on top 1-0. This is Lady Tiger Softball. You're watching it and listening to it on KSMO Media. Back in a minute.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard process supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products. History is what makes the Bank of Salem different. We've been a part of this community since 1883, and we're the first bank in Salem, as well as one of the oldest banks in the Ozarks. We pride ourselves in our commitment to this community and make giving back a priority each year through our many donations and volunteer hours. Our employees are your neighbors, friends, and family who strive to make this community we call home the best it can be. Come bank with us at the Bank of Salem and be a part of Denton County history.
Oh, Ben. Oh, Ben. We go to the bottom of the second inning. And Willow Springs Bears, again, they're taking way too much time. This home plate umpire gives them way too many pitches to warm up. You're only supposed to get like 6, and he gives them 8. This isn't baseball. So it doesn't take that long to get warmed up.
Right fielder, number 22, Kristen Howell.
And on a warm day like today, sure doesn't take much to get warmed up. That's for sure. So Howell will stand in as Emma Spence will face her after giving up a run and got out of some jams with first and third and nobody out. The Tigers ran in the 2 outs on the bases. 1 home plate and 1 at third base. There's a high pop-up foul on the third base line that's going to go out of play and actually almost takes out a sun umbrella out there. So they throw that ball in. Getting back in is Howell. And the pitch, that's outside. Andrea Brace singled, and Manthe coming in from second base. Had she tagged on the previous play, she could have scored easy, but was thrown out at home. And a good throw by Chloe Chafin, right on the money. That ball's high quickly with another fastball, 2-1. At third base, playing almost directly on the line, about a foot off that line, is Emma Roberts. So leaves a little bit more hole on that right side, but a big hole up the middle of the field. The pitch, that's high, ball 3. So Scarborough playing in the hole. Second base person, Stacy Johnson, playing over on the right side in the hole. So there's a lot of room up the middle. Any ball hit on the ground that way is going to get through. That's a pitch outside, ball 4 for Howell. So Kristen draws a leadoff walk, and Kayla Howard will stand in.
Designated player, number 6. Kayla Howard.
1-0 Salem. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Don't forget, we'll be at the Salem High School gym, bring you Lady Tiger Volleyball at the conclusion of this one. We'll head up that way and bring you that contest. That pitch is high, ball 1 to Howard. Brooke McHuron is on deck. Taylor, right-handed batter. Pitch, high ball 2. Kayla stands in the middle of the batter's box. Howell at first base. Short lead. She doesn't usually take a very big lead off the bag. And Howard pops it up to the catcher, and she can't get it. Elisha came back. I don't think she knew where the ball was, and then went right off the edge of her glove.
Didn't have much time to react and couldn't get there in time. And it's 2-1. They play Howard to pull, give her right center field. As Mingy is in left center a little bit. Howard takes another strike. It's 2-2. Nobody down. Howell first base. Emma Spence, the sign. And here comes the pitch. That's way outside. Ball 3. Same with 3 hits, and they got some help from an error in that first inning and only scored 1 run. 3-2 the count. Kayla Howard waits. Emma Spence, the sign to pitch. Outside low, ball 4. Back-to-back walks to lead off this second.
First baseman, number 19, Brooke Mahurin.
So Brooke Mahurin will bat. She's playing first base today. Candy Chapman's on deck. We are in the second inning. Again, right center field is the gap area for virtually every Tiger hitter. And that pitch is hit up the middle, and shortstop cannot make the tag, but does throw out. Missed Howell trying to go across, but gets Mahurin at first, so she moves the girls up. 6-3 on the putout as Scarborough lunged for the tag on Howell, missed her, then threw a 3-hopper over to the first baseman, and Fair dug it out. So now Candy Chapman at the plate with 1 down, runners at second and third. Salem up by 1. We're in the bottom of the second inning. And the pitch comes home. That's low. Ball 1. Candy playing left field today. Gets back in. Crowds that plate a little bit. Pitch comes home. And it hit her. It nicked her. And that'll load the bases. Could hear the tick of the uniform. And the bases are loaded for Denise Stoner, who reached on an error by Scarborough back in the first inning. She came around to score on the double by, I should say, on the single by Savannah Manthe. She went to third on the double by Bella Jadwin. Bases loaded, 1 out, the pitch to Stoner. That's a strike on the outside corner. Roberts really coming down on the third base side. She's only about 30 feet away from Stoner. Shallow in the outfield for Denise. The pitch. There's a high fly ball to deep center field. Going back. Making the catch is a center fielder, Mingy. But the Tigers get a run out of that on a sacrifice fly. Stoner almost got that over her head. Sack fly for Stoner makes it 2-0. And Bella Jadwin will stand in with runners at first and second and 2 down. So Stoner almost burned Mingy out there. But she went back and made a nice catch. That pitch gets away. Runners late getting the break to throw to third. Not made. Now it is made. Very, very late. And Howard as well as Chapman both move up. So Howell comes in to score on the sacrifice fly. On the wild pitch, Chapman and Howard advance. The 1-0 to Jadwin. Pitch comes home. Let's low it in the dirt. Gets away. Here comes Howard. She's going to try and score to throw home. Not in time. Kayla makes it home. Chapman thinking about it. Goes back to third base. 3-0 Salem Tigers on another wild pitch. It gets by the catcher, Elisha Tinsley. She went back, had a little trouble digging it out, and Kayla was able to slide in underneath the attempted tag by the pitcher, Emma Spence. The ball then got away from her as she tried to catch the ball and make the tag all at one time. That ball actually might have hit Kayla as the throw came in from the catcher, Tinsley. 3-0 Salem on top. Jadwin still at the plate. Runner at third, 2 down. Salem had a bunch of 2-out hits yesterday in beating Dixon 8-3. Had Bowers with a couple of 2-out hits, had 4 RBI in that game. Manthey had one. There was a lot of them. The pitch, that's in for, just low. Pretty good pitch by Spence, called a ball on the inside edge. So Jadwin with a 3-0 count will stand in. Samantha Manthey is on deck. She smoked a base hit to left field her first time up. Pitch outside, ball 4. So 3 walks, a hit batsman, 2 runs have scored on 2 wild pitches. And Savannah Manthey will stand in with Salem up 3-0. Manthey asked for time. Now gets set in the box. As I mentioned, she smoked one in the hole her first time between short and third. Runner going. No attempted throw down as Bella steals second base. Howell walked, she scored. Kayla Howard walked, she scored. Chapman, who got hit by a pitch at third base. Jadwin, who walked, is at second. The pitch that's in the dirt did not get away from Tinsley that time. And in between that, Stoner hit a fly ball to center that drove in a run. And a wild pitch brought in a run. 3-0. Second and third, 2 out. Manthey waiting for something she can drive. Pitch comes home. Inside low, gets away. And Chapman going to try and score. She will score. And actually, the ball thrown underneath her body. So on another wild pitch, the Salem Tigers make it 4-0. And Jadwin down to third base. 3 wild pitches in this inning, actually make that 4 wild pitches in this inning, have led to 2 runs. Sacrifice fly brought in the other. 4-0 Salem as Manthey still waits. Runner at third base. Pitch to Savannah. Inside low. All 3. 3-1. Emma Spence struggling a little bit with that control. Everything's been low and inside here lately. Here's the 3-1 to Manthey. Ball 4 inside. And Ashton Bowers will stand in. First and third, 2 down. Bowers flew out to right center first time. Ashton coming to the plate. So I mentioned yesterday, she hits over 500 at home. Batting from the right side, that open stance. She'll step back toward the pitcher when they throw the ball in. First and third, 2 down, 4-0 Salem Tigers. The pitch. It's low. Runner going. Don't even attempt to throw as Manthey steals second. 8th person to bat in the second inning. 3 runs have come home, and Salem has yet to get a hit. 4 walks, a hit batsman, sacrifice fly, and a bunch of wild pitches. The pitch up and in, it hit her. It hit Bowers in the shoulder. And that's the second hit by pitch. And Bray will stand in. Bowers is okay. And Spence is going to be relieved, I believe. She is really struggling. 2 out here in the second inning. And so I believe Chafin is going to come in and pitch. Well, we'll see. Oh, actually, they're going to bring in Riley Scarborough to pitch, and they'll move Chafin to shortstop. So some movement going on here, and as far as the players are concerned. So we'll see where they all eventually end up. So it looks like Spence will go to left field here in the bottom of the second. or center, left or center. And Scarborough, here in the bottom of the second, will come on and pitch. And Chafin will go to shortstop. So Chloe Chafin will be at short. Scarborough will come in to pitch. And it will be going out to left field, Emma Spence. So she'll be at position number 7. So bases will be loaded for the Salem Lady Tigers. I think everybody else is status quo, so we're good to go. Standing in is Andrea Bray. Bray singled to left her first time, but Manthe was thrown out trying to score. 4-0 Salem. We're in the second inning. Bray, the 9th girl to bat in the inning, has one of the 3 Salem Tiger hits. That pitch comes in. It's a strike from Riley Scarborough. Chafin over at shortstop. And Spence now in left field. So Spence goes 1 2/3 innings. Gave up 3 hits. In that time, she walked 4. Did not strike out anybody. And hit 2. The pitch, low, 2-1. Spence, by the way, is still responsible for the 3 girls on base. 4-0 Salem. Bray takes high, ball 3. So Riley Scarborough comes in, gets the strike, and then has thrown 3 straight bad ones. Bray waits. Scarborough back to the mound, throws it, and a high pop fly short center field. That might fall, that might fall, that might fall. It does fall. A run is in to make it 5-0. Right at the edge of the infield. Coming in hard was the center fielder, Mingy, but she could not get there in time. That just fell in that Bermuda Triangle for the second single for Bray and her first RBI as Jadwin comes home. Manthe over to third base. Bowers to second. With 2 out, a Shaw should have been running, and they kind of were holding back a little bit. 5-0 Salem Tigers, 4 runs here in the second inning. That's their first hit of the second inning. Pitch to Howell from Scarborough. It's on its way. That's inside corner for a strike. That's a very good pitch there by Riley Scarborough. 1-1 to count. 2 down. Salem leading it 5-0. Roberts cheating in at third base. The pitch in the dirt. Good scoop there by Elisha Tinsley. 2-1. Bray at first base. Bowers at second. Manthe at third. Scarborough brings home the 2-1. A swing and a miss by Howell. Kind of let it go. Now chokes up, trying to make some contact here. 2-2 to count. Bases loaded, 2 down. The pitch from Scarborough comes home. Swing and a foul back. Good fastball. Howell stayed with it, fouled it back. Straight away for this hitter, leave a little bit of right center. Pitch to Howell from Scarborough. Is on its way. Here comes. High and outside. Ball 3. And it's 3-2. Kayla Howard on deck. Salem with 4 walks in this inning and 2 hit batsmen. They have tallied 4 times. The pitch comes in. Low, ball 4. Another run comes home on the walk to Howell, and it makes it 6-0.
Lady Tigers designated player number 6, Kayla Howard.
Manthe comes in to score. Bowers down to third. Bray over to second base. Just one hit in the second inning, and 5 runs have come home. That is the 5th walk. Next one comes home. It's high and outside to Howard, who started this mess with walks. Actually, Howell started this mess with walks. And Kayla followed up with another walk. She came around to score earlier in the inning. Pitch to Howard. It's low, ball 2. $6-0 Salem Tigers over the Bears here in the bottom of the second inning. Scarborough brings it. That's a strike at the very bottom of the end zone. 2-1. Sun starting to bother both the left fielder and center fielder. As a 2-1 comes home, and a swing and a miss by Howard. Got out in front. A little something taken off there by Riley Scarborough. The Tiger hitter got just a little bit out in front of that one. 2-2, 2 down, bases loaded. Scarborough, the sign from Tinsley, brings it. Strike 3 call, inside corner. Howard, not expecting it on that location, is called out on strikes. But not until the Salem Tigers score 5 times. They do so on a total of 1 hit. There were no errors, and there were 3 girls left. We have now played a total of 2 innings. Our score, the Salem Lady Tigers 6 and the Lady Bears of Willow Springs nothing. Back in a minute. This is Lady Tigers softball on KSMO Media.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
6-0 our score. Go to the 3rd inning. It'll be Emma Spence to lead things off, followed by Stacy Johnson in the top of the order, and Anna Mingy. Spence waits. The first pitch comes in. A ground ball to 3rd. Manthe gets it. Throws to first high and off the glove of Manthe. And that'll be an error. Samantha knocked it down, thought she had it, and then got it, and then threw high.
Up next for Willow Springs, second baseman, number 9.
And that'll be an error on Manthe at third base. So Stacy Johnson will stand in. Tigers straight away for this hitter. The pitch comes in. She wants to bunt. Lays it down. Bobby gets it. Throws to first in time for the out. 1-3 on the putout. Runner goes down to second on the sacrifice. 1 down, and top of the order, Anna Mingy stands in.
Coming to the plate, number 5, Anna Mingy.
Mingy popped out to Bowers down the third base line her first time. Right-handed batter waits. The pitch from Bobbitt comes home. That's a strike right down the middle. 6-0 Salem. We're in the 3rd inning. At second base is Emma Spence. 1 down. Pitch coming in to Mingy, and a line drive down the left field line, foul, and that ball's going to go toward the creek. Please stop, please stop, please stop. It stopped right before the creek. Got out, kind of tomahawked that one, did Mingy. And it's quickly 0-2. Bobbitt ready, The pitch comes in, and there's a ground ball towards second, and off the glove of Bray into center field, and a run's going to score. Bray did not get in front of that ball, tried to backhand it, and the ball went off her glove. That'll be an error. That ball should have been caught, and Spence will come around to score. Andrea, I think, misjudged that ball when it left the bat. And had time to get there in front. Bunt attempt, try, and Manthe can't get to it as it's fouled off by Chloe Chafin. Chloe started the game out in left field, moved to short when they changed pitchers. So a run is in, and an error allows Mingy to be at first base. That's 2 errors in the inning for the Lady Tigers. 6-1 our score now. Pitch comes in, trying to bunt, lays it down. Stoner has it to throw to first, and a good play made by Mahurin. The throw is low, and Mahurin dug it out. 2-3 on the put out.
Next for Willow Springs, pitcher number 8, Riley Scarborough.
So Riley Scarborough, who's doing the pitching now, who started out at shortstop. She grounded out on the attempted bunt, actually, trying to get a bunt single down, and Bobbitt threw her out. 2 down, the pitch comes home, and there's a high pop foul toward the Tiger dugout and over the fence and out of play. Got jammed on that one. Don't forget, we'll be back Thursday against the Owensville Lady Dutchmen, or call them the Dutch Girls if you wish. That'll be 4:30 Thursday afternoon, right back here at Salem City Park for another Lady Tiger softball game here on KSMO Media. Scarborough takes it outside and low. 1-1. For the Tigers in the third inning, it will be Mahurin, Chapman, and in the top of the order. 6-1 our score. Salem with the lead here in the top of the third. Pitch comes in, a pop fly right to Manthe. She's got it right almost on the third base bag. So Scarborough pops out to the third baseman to retire the side. No run, 1 run, I should say. No hits, 2 errors, and 1 girl left. We've now played 2.5 to the bottom of the third we go. 6-1 Salem Tigers. Back in a minute. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Tax season is still a while away, but it's never too early to start tax planning and tax consultation. Let Jackie or Beth at Taxmasters help you start preparing for the upcoming tax year. They also have over 30 years of accounting and payroll experience. Stop by and see Jackie and Beth at Taxmasters today, located at 510 North Main Street in Salem, or call 729-3001.
To the bottom of the third we go. It is 6-1 Salem in the bottom of the third inning as Scarborough takes a few warm-up tosses. Tigers need to start walking up to the plate and get things moving. Again, they have an opportunity to get some momentum going again, take it away from the Bears, who got a run in that last inning. A couple of errors gave them an opportunity. The first one by Manthe on a ball hit right at her, and then another one that I just think Andrea Bray thought that ball was hit a little harder than it was. I thought she didn't have time to react, and she actually overreacted. The ball went off her glove as she just turned to try and backhand instead of getting the body in front. Brooke Mahurin stands in, takes a strike. Candy Chapman will follow. We're in the third inning with the Salem Tigers up by 5, 6-1. Salem has just 4 hits in this game. 3 of them came in the first inning when they got only 1 run. That pitch, that off-speed pitch, up too high. Brooke gets back in. 1-1 to count. Scarborough wipes their hands off. She has a little towel back there. And the pitch, that's high. 2-1. Roberts at third, still cheating in. Mingy plays to pull as the pitch comes home, and there's a little pop foul over to the right side now to play. 2-2 to count. Brooke Mahurin standing in. Right-handed batter waits. And the 2-2 from Riley Scarborough is on its way. Here it comes. Just inside off the plate. That was close. Brooke took it while diving down and in, and she let it go, and it's 3-2. Scarborough, the sign from Tinsley, brings it in. There's a grounder foul right at Coach Carr. He's got it, giving it to Roberts at third base. Mahurin back in. Brooke waits. The 3-2 pitch from Riley Scarborough. Here it comes. Oh, strike three call. Ball must have just nicked the inside corner. Looked a little bit low. And the second straight strikeout for Scarborough as Mahurin took it, called out on strikes. Chapman will stand in. She was hit by a pitch her first time up. One down, the pitch. That's low and in the dirt all the way back to the screen. So then with 1 run in the first, 5 in the second, the Lady Bears came back with 1 in the third. Kind of a gift run. Chapman gets back in. She scored on a wild pitch back in that second inning by the starter, Emma Spence. Scarborough brings it. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to count. Chapman took a cut at that one. That was a kind of almost acting like a slider, breaking away from her. 1-1 to count. 1 down. Third inning, the pitch comes home. That's high on a change. Lady Tiger Volleyball coming your way, streaming live on Twitch. We'll do that around 6:40 on KSMO Media. That ball's high again, 3-1. If you are tuning in to KSMO Media Twitch right now, there is no lady softball game. That's going to be volleyball only tonight, and volleyball will only be on Twitch this evening in our doubleheader. The pitch, that's a strike, 3-2. The lady volleyball game will not be on KSMO. Cardinal baseball will be there against Milwaukee as the Cardinals try to clinch that second wild card position. The pitch, it's in the dirt, ball 4. So Chapman earns the walk. And with 1 down, Denise Stoner will stand in. The Cardinals' magic number is 1. 1 loss by Philadelphia, 1 win by the Cardinals. And the Cardinals will go to that second wild card game, which will be in L.A. next Wednesday. I don't know the time, but we do know the place. The pitch, the bunt by Stoner. It goes foul. Had a lot of spin on that ball. Otherwise, that would have been a single. Roberts got in quickly, but to no avail. No. Denise gets back in. She reached in an air, hit a sacrifice fly. She's 0 for 1 in the game. Scarborough gets the sign. The pitch comes in. There's a line drive in the left field. That's a base hit, and that's going to go to the fence. Here comes Chapman. She's going to make the turn. She's going to try and score. The throw goes into third base. It's 7-1 Lady Tigers on the double by Stoner. Ball never came up, and Spence trying to get over there to cut it off. Just couldn't get it. Went underneath her glove as she extended the glove out. And Chapman, who walked, comes around to score. 7-1 Lady Tigers. Chapman will stand in. Stoner hit that one right on the nose. And that ground ball towards second. Bobble goes right through the second baseman. And Stoner will hold up at third base. That ball took a little bit of a bad hop on Stacy Johnson. Came up on her. She got a piece of it, but the ball trickled behind her. And that'll be an error. And it puts Stoner at third. Jadwin at first base. Samantha Manthe checks in. 7-1, Salem Tigers. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Scarborough will look in for the sign and bring it. That's a strike. And down to second base goes Jadwin. 2 ducks on puddle out there. Ready to come home. Like to see Samantha go down the right field line. There's a lot of room that way. That pitch is way high. Samantha more of a pull hitter, but said if you can go right down the line, you're going to run for a while. And there's nobody down there as Bay's playing way over in the right center. Mingy over in the left center, and Spence kind of down the line in the left. There's a base hit in the left field. 1 run is in. That ball is off of Spence. 2 runs will score, and trying to go into second base and going in standing up is Manthe after the single and the error by Spence. 2 RBI for Manthe. She has 3 on the day now. As Stoner comes home, Jadwin comes home. And it's 9-1 Salem. Manthe at second base for Bowers. Bowers is hit by a pitch and flew out to right. Roberts cheating down the line at third base. The pitch, grounder foul toward Coach Carr, who juggles it but comes up with it, giving it off to Emma Roberts. So a walk opened the doors here. Kennedy Chapman walked after Mahurin worked the count to 3-2, was called out. Then a double by Stoner. That brought in Chapman. Jadwin reached on an error, made a first and third, stole second, and Manthe drove in 2. That pitch, a changeup. Bowers knew it, and it's 0-2. Couldn't swing at it. That ball was sitting right there on a platter, and she could not cut at it. So quickly 0-2. Ashton waits. 1 down the pitch, low and outside. O'Reilly Scarborough has come in and given up 3 runs here in this, the third inning. Pitched out of some trouble back in the second. Brings it home. There's a grounder foul. Again, Bowers out in front. Andrea Bray is 2 for 2, stands on deck. 1 run in the first, 5 in the second, 3 here in the third. 9-1 Salem Tiger lead as the pitch comes in. Grounder towards short. Ball comes up on Chloe. She can't do anything with it. As Chafin came in, the ball kind of hit the palm of the glove and came up, and Bowers will reach on the error. Actually, I'm going to give her a hit because I don't think she could have thrown her out. That ball was not hit very hard. Manthe did not advance. So Chloe Chafin coming in, the ball came up on her. I don't know if she'd have thrown her out. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt and put a base hit down. Bray stands in. First and second. That's a fastball right down the middle for a strike. Andrea singled to left. Got a little pop fly single in the short center. Drove in a run. 9-1 Salem. Bray waits. Pitch. Gonna bunt. She does bunt. And that ball stays fair, and that's a base hit. And that loads the bases for Howell. So Bray with a bunt single with 1 out. Loads the bases as Bowers goes down to second. Manthe down to third. And now Howell, who's walked twice, stands in again. Salem threatening to really blow it open. The infield comes in for the Bears. Shortstop still a little bit deep. The pitch is a strike call to Howell. Scarborough trying to get out of this mess. Base is loaded. Roberts cheating in at third base. The pitch comes home, and there's a high pop fly. Short left field down the line. Spence comes over and can't make the play. It's a foul ball. That ball was foul. Had that been fair, That might have brought in a couple. But Howell now in the hole, 0-2. One down. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Tigers batted around back in that second inning. Sent 11 girls to the plate. The pitch just outside with a fastball. Infield in. The bases are loaded. The 1-2 pitch coming to Howell. Fouled off to the right side. Tried to jam her. Fought that one off. We're in the third inning, 9-1 Salem. Scarborough looks in. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck her out on a fastball. Third strikeout for Scarborough. So Kayla Howard will stand in. She has struck out and walked, scored a run. 2 down now. Bases are still loaded. Tigers have already stranded 4 in this game, and they've scored 9 runs. The pitch, low, ball 1. Try to take something off that one. Manthe at third, Bowers at second, Bray at first. Kayla Howard from the right side takes it low, ball 2. She's the 9th girl to bat in this, the third inning. 3 in, 3 on. Tigers wanting to add more. They lead it by 8, 9-1. Pitch comes home. Howard takes it inside, ball 3. Bases remain loaded. And the 3-0 comes home. That's right down the middle. That's a get me over pitch. Scarborough has walked 2. And the pitch to Howard. That's in the dirt, ball 4, and another run will come home. An RBI walk for Howard. And Manthe comes home. And Mahurin will come back to the plate. She struck out, grounded out. 4 runs have come in. It's 10-1 Salem. We're in the third inning as the pitch comes in. In the dirt, gets away. Runner's going to score as that ball bounded right past. And now another one that gets away from the pitcher. Thought Bray might attempt that with the 11-1 lead, but did not. Tigers advanced on the wild pitch, so Bauer scores on that wild pitch. Manthe can still drive in more. 11-1, Salem on top, third inning. Pitch to the Bear from the Bears, a swing and a miss. She went down after that one, down and in, and missed. A lot of walks in this game by the Lady Bears pitchers. The pitch comes on, a swing and a miss. That ball low and away, and Brooke took a whack at it, did not get it. Maybe trying to go to right field. There's a lot of room over that side. Now 1-2 to Mahurin. She's going to have to protect the plate here. As the pitch comes home, way high, 2-2. Tried to throw a change up there, and it got kind of stuck on her hand. It was Scarborough. Scarborough has 3 walks since coming in the game. 2 of them have drove in runs. The pitch, swing and a miss. She struck her out. Mahurin down for the second time on strikes, but the Lady Tigers score 5 runs in this third inning. They do so on a total of 4 hits. There was an error, and there is 2 men left. We've played 3. It's 11-1 Salem Tigers. Back in a minute. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
Color the flowers. The whole place is amazing. I love it.
Whatever happens, we're here to protect you. Thank you.
There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Lady Bears, the top of the fourth. Number 10, catcher, Elisha Tinsley.
So we go to the fourth inning. Salem with an 11-1 lead. Elisha Tinsley will step in. She popped out to Bray back in the second inning on a very high pop fly. She stands right on top of the plate from the left side. The pitch from Bobbitt comes in, a grounder foul over to the girl on deck, which happens to be Madeline Fair. A few shadows now creeping onto the field from the dugout. Right along the first base line. As Bobbitt gets the sign, brings it in. Slow, a little bit low out, should say just outside. Slowed it down a little bit there. Trying to take something off it. 1-1 to count. Tinsley, powerful left-handed batter, waits at the plate. And the pitch, there's a smash foul down the first base side. Goes down into the corner. Kristen Howell gets it back in. 1-2 to count. Elisha Tinsley at the plate. The pitch from Bobbitt and change up, foul ball again down the same place. And again, Howell fields that one as Tinsley way out in front. I'd have to say she's definitely a pull hitter. Micah Bobbitt trying to get the leadoff hitter. Swing and a miss. Struck her out on a fastball. And Elisha down. That's the second strikeout for Bobbitt. And Madeline Fair will stand in. She flew out to center her first time. And Elisha not very happy going into the dugout. Kind of threw that helmet against the dugout there, and or tossed it, I shouldn't say threw it, but just in disgust. 1-0 count. The pitch, that's low and outside. 2-0 to Madeline Fair as Dakota Tucker, their designated players, on deck. The Bears got a run in the third on a couple of errors by the Tigers. As the pitch comes in, that's up and in, ball 3. As Bobbitt trying to search for that strike zone here. Fair waits, the 3-0 count. The pitch from Bobbitt comes home. It's in the dirt, ball 4. So 1 out walk, and Dakota Tucker stands in.
Up next for Lady Bears, designated player.
Tucker will stand in from the left side as well. So after the other day, we didn't see a left-handed batter hardly at all, except for Bella Jadwin. We're seeing plenty of them today, especially by the Lady Bears. 1 out, 1 on. To pitch a base hit in the left field. Getting over there and missing that ball was Chapman. Trying to cut off. Runner going to third base, but the Tigers didn't see it in time. Chapman had that ball spin on her and went off to the right of Chapman. So Emma Roberts will stand in. Tigers have a 10-run lead right now. But a walk to Fair and a base hit. Now Roberts will stand in. She struck out her first time up. The pitch. It's high, ball 1. Walks really hurt the Lady Bears. You don't want the walks to come back and haunt you. 2 walks in this game by Bobbitt. Pitch comes home. Swing and a miss. Runner going down to second base. The throw to Bray. Back to third. Gets away from Manthe. But the runner does not try and advance on the throw by Bray. It was offline. Tigers were able to do that yesterday when they tried to score a run. Dixon and got the play at home plate. Trying to get the runner going back to third base, and now Coach Carr calls timeout. He wants to talk to his girls, start making errors, and that's what he's trying to avoid here. So the stolen base by Tucker. And Emma Roberts still at the plate. 10-run lead by Lady Tigers, 11-1 here in the top of the fourth inning. Still our goal to get up to the gym for the Lady Tigers volleyball match with Thayer. As Bobbitt goes to pitch, the 1-1 count comes home. High, ball 2. Roberts from the right side gets back in. Runners at second and third. Only one out, and the pitch comes home. A high pop foul off to the third base side, now to play. Got jammed on that one and popped it up. Bobbitt wants the strikeout. Roberts wants to put the ball in play. Tigers will give up a run for an out. Micah ready. Brings it. Swing, a foul tip. Good pitch. But Roberts stayed alive. Bobbitt back to the hill. Looks in. The sign from Stoner. The pitch. High fly ball in the short right field. That might be trouble. It's going to fall. It's a base hit. Runner trying to go to third, and Howell just holds on to the ball. Instead of getting it back into the infield, Kristen held on to it and allowed the runner to take third base. A base hit and a run, but a little lack of where to go with the ball by Kristen Howell. And Tucker, who was not going to third, went ahead and took the base. It's an RBI single for Roberts, and it's 11-2. And now Spence will stand in. Ball's off the end of the bat. And a foul straight back off the fist on a swing by Spence. And Howell playing right field. Could not get there, but then got the ball in one hop and then just held on to it. Spence waits. The pitch. That's a little bit high. Good pitch by Bobbitt. First and third, one out. A run is in. Pitch comes home. That's high again. Ball 3. Make that ball 2. Sorry about that. Ball 2, 2-1. So I forgot about the foul. Didn't mark that down. So 2-1. Next one comes home. That's a strike. 2-2. Right at the letters. Spence reached on an error by Savannah Manthe back in the second, or I should say third inning. She hit the ball right at her, and Savannah thought she had it, and she didn't. Pitch comes in, a foul back, late swing by Spence, just staying alive. This is the fourth inning, 2-2 to count. A run is in. There's one out. A walk, a base hit, an error on that base hit, and then another base hit by the Bears. And the pitch. Strike 3 call. Right down the middle. And Spence looking for something else. Just took it. Third strikeout for Bobbitt. And Stacy Johnson, who bunted her first time, will stand in. Tigers need to be aware of that bunt. First and third. 2 down now. Stacy Johnson at the plate. Right-handed batter. Pitch comes in. That's high, ball 1. At third base, that's Tucker. At first base is Emma Roberts. At the plate, Stacy Johnson. 2 down. Top of the fourth inning. The pitch. High and outside. Ball 2. Bobbitt needs to throw strikes here. You got an 11-2 lead. Make them hit. And the pitch is a strike. There you go. Nice pitch on the outside corner. 2-1 to Johnson. And the next one. Ground ball right up the middle and can't get it. Bowers could not get it. Throw it back to second base, not paying any attention, and they allow the runner to get back in. Bowers tried to get to it right at the bag. The ball just got up the middle for an RBI single by Johnson. And then Jadwin got it back in. Ashton had an easy out at second base. No communication by the Lady Tigers on the field, and they allowed the runner to get back into second base. She'd have been out by 5 feet. So another error mentally there by the Salem Tigers, and they would have been out of the inning. Now it's the top of the order, and Anna Ming stands in, takes a strike. It's a little loss of focus out there by the Lady Tigers here in this inning. One held ball in right field, and that just an easy tag, turn around and tag, and you got an out. That pitch is high, and that's ball one. 1-1. Mingy waits. That's another high fastball. 2-1. Roberts at second base. Stacy Johnson, who got that hit, at first. The pitch. Pop fly in a short center. That's trouble. Going out and off the glove of Bowers. A run's going to score. And again, nobody coming into the infield to get to the position. Kind of everybody watching the other to see what they'll do. And then another little pop fly single. And that allows another run to score, and it makes it 11-4. Roberts comes in to score. Johnson over to third base. Mingy stops at first. And Chafin stands in. The pitch. Foul straight back. Got a good swing at that one. A little Chinese, what they call Chinese fire drill out there. When they start talking about the old-time classic 20s. Everybody running every direction but the right one. Pitch. High foul down the left field line, way out of play, and it's quickly 0-2. That ball up and in on Chafin, and she tomahawked that sucker. So a couple of little mental errors by the Lady Tigers. Maybe with 11-1 lead, they were kind of letting their guard down a little bit, but they need to refocus it. Now it's 11-4. Runners at first and third. 2 down for Chloe Chafin. And the pitch, a swing and a miss. And a strikeout, a key strikeout there by Bobbitt. She struck out the side, but in between, 3 runs by the Lady Bears. A total of 4 hits in that inning. And there was an error. And there's 2 girls left. We've now played 3.5. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 11-4 Salem. Will come back in a minute. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
We didn't miss any of that exciting action. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Salem Tigers have Kennedy Chapman to lead things off, and then the top of the order, Denise Stoner, Bella Jadwin, and Savannah Manthe. Well, don't forget, we're going to try and get up to the gymnasium. We'll bring you some Salem Lady Tiger volleyball, but we're already way behind in this game. Very slow game. So we're probably going to be a little tardy getting up there and getting that one. But we'll do our best. So Scarborough getting her last warm-up tosses in.
Is number 11, Kaylee Pendergrass. Leading off for the Salem Lady Tigers in the bottom of the fourth, left fielder number 13, Kennedy Chapman.
So Chapman will lead things off. Looks like Kaylee Pendergrass is down right field, and the pitch comes in. It's a strike by Scarborough. Next pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. Waiting. And the pitch comes in. Foul tip at the plate, stays alive. Took a little something off that one, and Kennedy just got a piece. She's walked and got hit by a pitch, has scored twice in the game. Has no official at-bats, though, in getting those walks. Pitch, that's high. So a lot of Lady Tiger players have no official at-bats today, or may have just one, even though they batted 3 times. Pitch, swing and a miss. Chapman down on strikes here to lead off the fourth inning.
Lady Tigers catcher number 3, Denise Stoner.
5th strikeout for Scarborough. Who came in the second inning with 2 down. Salem up by 7. We are in the 4th inning. The pitch, that's a strike. Tigers with 1 in the first, 5 in the second, and they scored 5 more in the third. Had chances to really put this one away. Didn't get it done with 2 outs. Couldn't get that super big 2-out hit, that bases clearing hit you love to see, but couldn't get that done. But they have capitalized with some bases loaded walks and other hits. Stoner quickly in the hole, 0-2. As the pitch comes in, there's a line drive base hit up the middle. Denise just took it right back where it came from as Scarborough took a little something off, and Denise singles up the middle. A 1-out single, and Bella Jadwin, who has doubled, walked, and reached on an error, scored twice. She stands in. That's a second hit for Denise in this game. Bella waits the pitch, shows a bunt, and fouls it off to the left side. Sun in getting a little bit of diversion right now. This the pitching mound in the sun, but pretty much most of the first base side now in the shade, except for home plate. The pitch is in the dirt. And Stoner going down to second base. She's in there safely. Late steal. After Alicia Tinsley had a little trouble with the ball, kind of hit her, bounded away just a little bit, and then Stoner took off. And throw there, Stoner and shortstop Chloe Chafin all arrived at the same time. 1-1 to count to Jadwin. Scarborough. Sign brings it. There's a ground ball to the right side. Knocked down by the second baseman, but you can't find the ball. Stacy Johnson knocked it down. Ball just kept spinning away from her, and Stoner stops at third base. So Manthe will stand back in. So another error by Willow Springs. That is their fifth error of the game, excuse me. Standing in Manthe, who has 2 hits in this game, scored 2 runs and walked. Runner going. No attempt to stop her from going. Bowers on deck. Manthe with a couple of hits. Waits. Center fielder so shallow. Mingy daring her to hit one out there, and Manthe takes a strike. 1-1. Really shallow for Savannah Manthe, who does have some power. Sun becoming a factor now, and there's a high line drive deep to left field. That ball's got a chance. It's gone. Manthe with a 3-run homer. That ball is a line drive, and it cleared the fence by about 1.5 feet, and it makes it a 14-4 game. Manthe got one up in her eyes. She tomahawked it, and that is her. Well, that home run gives her 6 RBIs in this game. And Jadwin and Stoner and Manthe all scored to make it again a 10-run lead for Salem, 14-4. All in one swing of the bat. That ball was up, and I mean to tell you, Savannah crushed it. She did it on an earlier base hit to left. This one she got elevated, and she jacked it out of here. And there's a ground ball off the glove of Roberts at third. No play. That'll be a base hit for Bowers. Roberts playing in so shallow, got the glove up, was able to deflect it up in the air. Chafin came behind her, got the ball, but no play on Bowers. So that'd be her second hit of the game. Savannah Manthe with 6 RBIs. 6 in the game. Fastball is a strike. The throw down to second base. Not in time. Bowers dives in for the stolen base. Bray takes a strike. Bray has 3 hits in this game. We're in the 4th inning. Bottom of the 4th. Salem Tigers with a 10-run lead with Bray at the plate. And Bowers now at second base. Howell's on deck. Pitch high. Salem Tigers here in this homestand. The bats have come alive. A home run yesterday by Bowers and a double. A home run here by Manthe. Both of them with people on base. There's a ground ball towards short. Chafin has it. The throw to first is in time to get Bray, and Ashton Bowers will go to third base.
Right fielder, number 22, Kristen Howell.
So Bray makes an out for the first time today, and Howell will stand in. She's walked twice and struck out. Howell standing in from the right side. Chokes up just a little bit to pitch. Inside low. Howell in that 6th slot. Lower end of the Tiger order has gotten on base quite a bit with walks and hit batsmen. Pitch to Howell. A little line drive right at the first baseman, and she's got it to retire the side. Line out to first. But the Tigers score 3 runs. They do so on a 3-run homer by Savannah Manthe. There were 3 hits, there was an error, and there was 1 girl left. We have now played 4. The Salem Tigers 14, and the Willow Springs Lady Bears 4. We'll come back in a minute. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
or surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
14-4 lead for the Salem Lady Tigers. We go to the top of the fifth inning. It will be Riley Scarborough to lead things off. She still had her little sweat towel that she had in her back pocket when she pitches. So she has popped out, and she has tried to bunt her way on, was thrown out by Bobbitt. Fifth inning action, the pitch. She wants to bunt again. She does. It's foul. Banthy playing even with the bag would not have thrown her out. Tinsley and Fair to follow. Bobbitt would like to shut him down right here. The pitch comes home. That's high. 1-1. Tigers straight away. Half the infield now, a little bit more than half in the shade. Pitcher just barely in the sun as the pitch comes home. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch. 1-2 the count. Bobbitt spinning that ball in her hand, finds the right place. Goes back and brings home the 1-2. Just missed outside, a little bit low. 2-2. (14-4). Salem on top of the pitch and a grounder towards short. Hop to Bowers. Throw to first is in time. And there's one out. 6-3 on the put out as McUrin had to go down low to dig it out. Alicia Tinsley will stand in. She popped out to second and struck out in this game and got a little agitated and tossed her helmet into the dugout. And, of course, with the metal, anything that hits metal is going to make a big noise. Pitch is a swing and a foul as Tinsley went after the off-speed pitch up and away. Tinsley gets back in. Digs in, that back foot. Out over the plate to pitch. Low and outside. Banthy in at third, about 3 feet in front of the baseline, but off the line. McUrin pretty much even with the bag. The pitch and a long fly ball to right field. Going back, and this one is gone. Howell just watched it sail over the fence as Tinsley homers. As I said, these Lady Bears have some power, and that makes it 14-5. Alicia Tinsley swings a very good bat on the ball up and or down and away, and then she got that pitch right where she wanted to. This one was up a little bit, and she's able to elevate it over the fence down the right field line, about 20 feet off the line for a solo home run. And now Madeline Fair stands in. She's flown out to center, walked and scored. Bobbitt brings it home. There's a ground ball towards second. Bray throws her out. 4-3 on that put out, and Dakota Tucker will stand in, who's walked and singled. Salem will have the bottom 3 in their order coming up in the 5th inning. (14-5) our score, a swing and a miss. Bobbitt, the sign from Stoner, brings another one in. There's a line drive to the left. That's a base hit. Back that ball up, and it gets knocked down by Chapman. Holds the runner at second base. You can tell Tucker likes that ball away, and she went that way her first time, or second time up and got a hit. She did it again this time. And Emma Roberts will stand in. She singled her first time, a little pop fly. Well, Jad went a little bit deep in center field, and a swing and a miss for this hitter. Doesn't have much power. All the Tiger outfielder probably a little bit too deep for this hitter. Pitch comes home. Swing and a foul tip held on to by Stoner. Quickly 0-2. 2 down. We're in the top of the 5th inning. 14-5 Salem. And the pitch comes home in the dirt. Nice scoop there by Stoner. Roberts gets back in. She singled on that pop fly, and she is struck out. And the pitch, strike 3 call. She's out of there, and that is the 5th strikeout by Bobbin. But 1 run on 1 hit. The homer by Alicia Tinsley. No errors, and 1 girl left. Make that 2 hits, and 2 hits. And that is 4.5 into the books. It's the Salem Tigers 14 and the Willow Springs Lady Bears 5. We'll come back in a minute. Lady Tiger softball on KSMO Media.
The Salem Memorial District Hospital is a full-service hospital that features a 24/7 emergency room and a family clinic with several providers for all of your primary care needs. The Salem Hospital has been diligently addressing community needs by expanding their physical and occupational therapy facility and adding a new state-of-the-art 3D mammography machine, as well as a sleep disorder center. Salem Memorial District Hospital, your first choice for local high-quality health care at an affordable price. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
There's end of summer savings at K&H Supply in Salem. Get Turtle Wax ceramic wash and wax or ceramic spray coating, $13.99 each. Rain-X 2-in-1 glass cleaner for $4.99 and Purple Power hand cleaner for $2.99. K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
To the bottom of the 5th we go. As I mentioned, the bottom 3 in the order: Kayla Howard, Brooke Mahurin, and Kennedy Chapman. And the Tigers, if they can get a run, they can come out of this one a little bit early. Scarborough in the game. Came in the 2nd inning, gave up a base hit and a walk. And in this game has walked 3, struck out 5, but has given up 8 runs. Let's see if Howard can get things started. They give her all a right center. There's a bunch of room out there, and she fouls it off to the left side. Nice kick save by Brooke Mehurin. She ought to play hockey. Oh, nice save. Speaking of hockey, how about those Blues last night? 2-1 they won in overtime over Dallas. They're 2-0 in the preseason. Pitch way high back to the screen, 2-0. Or I should say 1-1. Howard has walked twice. She has scored. She has struck out. Right-handed batter waits. Riley Scarborough, the sign, the pitch. High fly ball in the left field. Going back and fighting the sun, and over the head of the left fielder. That's Emma Spence, and Howard's going to end up at second base with a double. I don't think Spence saw that ball very well in that sun coming over the Armory, and didn't help, but Howard hit that ball well. Spence just never got to it, and it'll be a leadoff double, and I think Coach Carr is going to have a pinch runner come in and run for Howard. So Delaney Owen will come in to run for Kayla Howard at second base. That's potential game-winning run. And Brooke Mahurin will stand in. Would not surprise me if Brooke was bunting here to get that runner over to third base. Leadoff double by Howard. Mahurin, who has struck out twice, wants to bunt, missed it. Strike 1. Pink out day for the Lady Tigers. You can see it in the socks throughout all the Lady Tigers today. Many of them also have pink bows in their hair. Mahurin waits, shows bunt. Pitch. Pulls it back, takes a ball. 1-1 to count, nobody out. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. 14-5 Salem. Riley Scarborough looks in. The sign from Tinsley. The pitch. Down away, gets away, and Owen down to third base and gets down there without a play. So on the wild pitch, the winning run goes to third. So Owen is there with nobody out. And now they may bring in 5 infielders in here as they bring Anna Ming-Yi into the meeting here at the pitcher's mound. So runner at third, that is the game-winning run for the 10-run rule here in the 5th inning. And that's Owen running for Kayla Howard. Mahurin at the plate has a 2-1 count. And I don't think she'll be bunting at this stage. Just swing away and try and drive the run home. So we'll see if the Lady Bears do have 5 infielders, and they are bringing Mingy in to play up the middle. So 5 infielders now. Only 2 outfielders, so you have right now Spence playing in left center and Pendergrass playing out in right center. Right field, all of right field's wide open. Pitch to Mahurin. Grounder towards third. Nice play by the third baseman, but the Salem Tiger player hesitated coming home and is tagged out. Why Owen hesitated, I have no idea coming home if she was going on contact. Mahurin reaches on the fielder's choice, and Owen is tagged out. 5-2 on the play. I don't know what Coach Carr had on. If he had on going on contact, I don't know why Owen stopped. But she stopped right as the third baseman caught the ball and then hesitated, then was thrown out. Not to say she would have been thrown out anyway, but so Riley Darby will come in to run for Mahurin. Riley, a sophomore, so a runner at third, nobody out, gets thrown out at the plate trying to score. Chapman at the plate, runner at first base. Now they put the outfield back in its normal position. And the pitch, bunt attempt, hit the player. Did it hit the bat first? I guess it did, so she's not taking her base. So it's a bunt attempt foul, strike one. So no real signal by the umpire of a foul ball. Roberts in at third. Chapman waits. Pitch comes home. Gonna bunt, does bunt in front of the plate. Getting it is Scarborough. The throw to first is in time, and the runner goes to second base on the sacrifice by Chapman. So Stoner will stand in with a winning run at second base. Outfield for the Lady Bears very shallow. Denise has a double, a single, reached on an air, and has a sacrifice fly. 2 for 3. Pitch comes home. That's high. 14-5, Salem on top. Had the game-winning run at third with nobody out. Got thrown out trying to score. And they're going to walk Stoner intentionally, and they'll probably do the same thing, maybe not, with Bella Jadwin.
Coming to the plate for the Salem Lady Tigers, center fielder, number 4, Bella Jadwin.
So Bella Jadwin will stand in with the game-winning run still at second base. Stoner's run means nothing, except it does create a force play at second. Jadwin has reached on 2 errors, a double, and walked. She is 1 for 3 officially. Pitch to Bella, low and away, ball 1. Stoner trying to draw a throw down to first base. Darby at second base is the winning run. Riley Not aggressive, not as aggressive as Stoner. The pitch gets away. Runner trying to go to third and does. The throw to third almost went into left field by Tinsley, but a good play by Roberts. And second and third with 2 down for Jadwin. She could bring an end to it right here. Scarborough looks in for the sign. The pitch. That's a strike right down the middle, 2-1. Bella at the plate. Second and third, 2 down. The 2-1 count to Jadwin. Here it is. Ground ball towards first. Nobody at the bag. The throw there's safe, and the game is over. She beat it out. And the Tigers win it 15-5 on the infield single by Jadwin as the first baseman came over and made the play, but the pitcher did not cover, and Jadwin beat it out for an infield RBI single, and the Lady Tigers win it by a score of 15-5 as the pinch runner Riley Darby comes home to score, and the Tigers move to 6-9 on the season with the win, and the Lady Bears fall to 9-10 with that loss here today. We'll come back in a couple of minutes to wrap things up. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard process supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products. History is what makes the Bank of Salem different. We've been a part of this community since 1883, and we're the first bank in Salem, as well as one of the oldest banks in the Ozarks. We pride ourselves in our commitment to this community and make giving back a priority each year through our many donations and volunteer hours. Our employees are your neighbors, friends, and family who strive to make this community we call home the best it can be. Come bank with us at the Bank of Salem and be a part of Dent County history.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Salem Tigers win their second home game in a row. They go to 6-9 as they beat the Willow Springs Lady Bears 15-5, and a big night for Savannah Manthe. She had 3 hits, including a 3-run homer in the contest, was 3 for 3, scored 3 times, and drove in 6 runs in the game for the Salem Lady Tigers. And virtually everybody had some positive in this game tonight. Andrea Bray, 3 hits for herself. And, of course, Tigers, Bella Jadwin had 2 hits in the game, including the RBI game-winning infield singles. Ashton Bowers had a couple of hits in the game, and also Denise Stoner had a couple of hits in the game as well for the Salem Tigers as they continue to play very, very good softball. 11 hits overall for Salem in the contest, but they were given a total of 7 walks. That 2 girls hit by a pitch. As Spence takes the loss, she goes 1 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned, 4 walks. And then it was Riley Scarborough coming in, pitching 3 innings, 8 hits, 9 runs, 6 earned, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Bobbitt went 5 innings, 6 hits, gave up 5 runs, 4 of them earned, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts in the game. Salem scored 1 run in the first, 5 in the second, 5 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth, and they win it by a final score of 15-5 over the Lady Bears. And we'll be back on Thursday to bring you the game with the Dutch Girls of Owensville, 4:30. Started out with Tiger Talk at 4:15 right here on KSMO Media. Now, we do want to remind everybody they're going to be heading up to the gym. We got Lady Tiger Volleyball on the way. That is only going to be streamed on Twitch, and that is our KSMORadio.com streaming source. So if you go to KSMORadio.com or just go to our website, click on the Listen Live down on the bottom of the homepage on the left side. That will take you to our Twitch stream, and you can watch Lady Tiger Volleyball very shortly here at KSMO Radio. For Ben, for Stacy, for Jim back at the station, my name is Stan Stevens. Thanks for joining us for Lady Tiger Volleyball, with the Lady Tigers beat the Lady Bears of Willow Springs 15-5. For those on the radio side, Cardinal baseball's coming up. We're going to join that broadcast in progress, not even into the game yet, and they'll be taking on the Milwaukee Brewers tonight at Busch. Go Cards. Let's see if you can clinch that second wild card spot. For everybody, have a great evening, and hope to see you streaming on Twitch in just a few minutes. Have a great night. Good night from the Salem City Park.
Thank you for watching today's broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports right here on KSMO. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by these fine sponsors: the Salem Memorial District Hospital, K&H Auto Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader Agent, Duncan Family Chiropractic, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, Edward Jones, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Tax Masters, American Family Insurance, Calvin Malone Agent, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Healthy Dent County, Town and Country Insurance, Southtown Furniture, and State Farm Insurance, Cameron Irway Agent. Be sure and follow us on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Plus, visit us online at KSMORadio.com for more Salem Tiger Sports right here on KSMO.